Today we will continue our Vrajamandal Parikrama and we'll walk from Kokilavan to Sesasayi and then to Shergarh.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Ajnanatirmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Paschatya Deshatarine.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. We'd like to welcome all of the wonderful devotees who have joined us over YouTube Live, devotees who have joined us over Facebook Live, and dear devotees who have joined us over Zoom. We welcome each and every one of you to this day 22 of Sri Vraja Meditations 2.0. Before we start, we'd like to announce and congratulate the participants of the quiz session from yesterday. We'd like to congratulate Hari Prasad Prabhu, Mother Amrita Radhika, Anjudi, Shimantadvi Prabhu and Vaijayanti Lalita Mataji, Mitanjali Pradhan Mataji, Nutan Purohit Mataji, Janeshwar Gauranga Prabhu and Barshana Chitra Mataji, Hari Krishna Maddali Prabhu and Ananga Mohini Gopika. Thank you all so much for participating in the quiz session from yesterday.
So today we will discuss Sri Vraja Meditations 2.0 in day 22. The topic is, where is the ocean of milk in Vrajadham?
Haribo.
We walk from Kokilavan to Sesasayi in search of this question, the answer to this question. We come to Badi, Baithan, Choti Baithan, Charan, Pahadi. Then we go to Kshira, Sagara, where we will find the answer to our questions. Then to Sesasayi temple, Shergarh, and at all these Lila Sthalis, we'll offer heartfelt prayers, and we'll end with the glories of Kartik and a sweet pastime to enhance our Japa. So let us offer our humble obeisances at this point here at Kokilavan before we start our parikrama, and let us take blessings of Sri Sri Radha Damodar, Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Vargas, begging them to allow us to complete our parikrama of Sri Vrajamandal. We understand that by doing this parikrama, we are engaging in Pada Sevanam. By walking in the Lord's holy dham, we are actually directly serving the lotus feet of the Lord. And let us pray, O Lord Damodar, just as Mother Yashoda bound you with the rope of her love, we beg you to please allow us to bind you and your dearest Sri Radhe in our hearts with our loving parikrama.
Haribo.
With this wonderful prayer, feeling deeply ecstatic, we will continue our parampara. Today is a parikrama. Today is a long walk of around 31 kilometers from Kokilavan to Sesasayi. And here's the map of Sri Vrajamandala showing where we have covered so far in the yellow line. And you can see our 3 destinations. The green destination is where we start. The orange destination is the transit. And then the red color destination is where we will take rest today.
Haribo.
So while, and here is the map showing the routes we will take today, going from Kokilavan to Sesasayi and Shergarh. While performing Kirtan, we arrive at our first destination today, which is Badi Baithan and Choti Baithan.
So there's a very sweet pastime to this. What happened is, we all know that one of the days, on the day that Lord Balaram, he killed Dhenukasura, and Krishna, he also killed the other donkey associates of Dhenuka. We know how Krishna and Balaram saved the Talavan, right? Remember, Krishna Balaram killed Dhenukasura and his associates in the Talavan. And that day, after killing Dhenukasura, in the evening, when Krishna Balaram, when they came home, they were greeted by Nanda Maharaj and by Jashoda Maya. And then when they sat down in the evening, they were all just playing, and Krishna was just telling all the activities that happened during the day. Mother Jashoda would be always so interested. Ki, aaj kya hua? What happened today? What special did you do today in the forest? And that time when Krishna Balaram, Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda Maya, Rohini Mata, all the cowherd boys were sitting and taking prasad. At that time, Krishna said, oh, you know, with a big smile, Krishna said, do you know, Maya, Baba, do you know what Dauji Maharaj did today? And Mother Jashoda, she was so surprised, and she said, oh, Dauji, generally we hear that Krishna has done something great. What? And today Balaram has done something great. Oh, please, tell us. Tell us, if your Balaramji, your elder brother, he's so strong, he must have done something great. So great work must have been done. Tell me. So Maya Jashoda said, Mother Rohini said, tell us, Kanha, what did your elder brother, the mighty Balaram, what did he do? Please tell us, Kanha, what did he do? And then Kanha, very nonchalantly said, ye aaj gadhe ko maar ke aaya hai. Meaning that today your Balaramji, he's killed a donkey. So it was very insulting to Lord Balaram that, oh, he just killed a donkey. And the way Krishna said it, it was so funny. And Lord Balaram, who was sitting right next to Krishna, he was so angry when Krishna said that, oh, he just killed a donkey today. So Lord Balaram, he got very, very upset. And he got very angry with Krishna. He said that I, first of all, killed Dhenukasura because you could not kill him because of your promise to Prahlad Maharaj. You could not kill Dhenukasura. I had to kill him for you. And this is what you tell ki main gadhe ko maar ke aaya hu, that I have just killed a gadha, that I've killed a donkey. Maya, Balaram got very angry, very upset. And Balaramji said to Maya Jashoda that from tomorrow, Maya, I will not go with Kanha to the forest. Let him go separately. I will go separately with my cows. He can go separately. So you pack Krishna's lunch separately tomorrow, and you pack my lunch also separately tomorrow. And everybody, they were all, like Nanda Baba, Jashoda Maya, Rohini Mata, Krishna himself, they were all laughing and joking. But Lord Balaram was very upset. He was very, very sulking. So the next day, Lord Balaram, he took some of the cows and the calves, and then he went his way. He didn't go with Krishna that day. He went with his way, and that is why the place that he came to is called as Badi Baithan. Badi means elder. Baithan means where they come and sit. So Balaramji, he came and sat here at this place separately from Krishna, and he herded his cows, but just for one day. And this place is called, the other place where Krishna went with the cows to graze the cows, that is called as Choti Baithan, means where the younger brother, Krishna Kanhaiya, he sat and herded his cows. But this is the Baithan means just the sitting place, so one day only that Lord Balaram went separately and he herded the cows. He sat there at Badi Baithan, and Kanha went separately and he sat there and herded the cows, which is called as Choti Baithan. So, but both the brothers, after the end of this day, they could not stay away from each other. Krishna and Balaram, they're so much in love with each other all the time that they just couldn't stay away from each other. And then Lord Balaram said, Kanha, don't make fun of me like this, that I killed a donkey and all that. Don't tell like this, okay? And then they just made up, and then, they started going again. From the next day itself, they started going together for herding the cows. But these two villages, till today, have their names as Badi Baithan and Choti Baithan in honor of the sitting place of Balaramji, and Badi Baithan as the sitting place of Balaramji, and Choti Baithan as the sitting place of Krishna Kanhaiya. Jai Dauji Maharaj ki Jai.
So from here, we come to the next destination, which is Charan Pahadi. Here, Krishna would come to play with his friends and to graze his cows. Krishna would so lovingly play on his flute that the stones would melt here. And not only the lotus footprint of Krishna, but also the imprints of the cows and the calves can also be seen here.
Hare Krishna.
Sri Krishna would also perform his beautiful Rasa Lila here. And when he would play his flute, the stones would melt. And there are some imprints of Srimati Radharani's crown and her necklace as well, when she paid obeisances with her crown.
Haribo.
So here we see Srila Lokanath Maharaj and Srila Radharaman Maharaj paying obeisances at the lotus footprints of the ornaments, as well as Radha and Krishna's lotus feet. In the Gopi Gita, the gopis, they lovingly pray to Krishna in verse 7, that your lotus feet, they destroy the past sins of all the embodied souls who surrender to them. Those feet follow after the cows in the pastures and are the eternal abode of Goddess of Fortune. Since you once put those feet on the hoods of the great serpent Kaliya, please place them upon us and tear away the lust in our hearts.
Pranata Dehina Papakarshanam Trinachara Sriniketanam Phani Phanarpitam Te Padambujam Krinu Kuche Shuna Krindhirichayam.
So while meditating on the lotus footprint of Krishna and Radharani, we come to the next destination, which is Kshira Sagara. This Kshira means milk and Sagara means ocean. This is a beautiful lake, a sarovar, where once Krishna told Lord Balaram to manifest as Anantashesh, and Krishna himself manifested as Lord Vishnu and lay down on Anantashesh, and Srimati Radharani manifested as Lakshmi Devi and started performing Pada Seva to Lord Vishnu.
Haribo. So let us go down to this sarovar, to Kshira Sagara, and take the waters of Kshir Sagar upon our heads. This is the ocean of milk. Vaikuntha Dham is here in Goloka Vrindavan of Vraja Bhumi. So let us take the waters of Kshir Sagar and pour it upon our heads and sprinkle on our heads. And what beautiful Leelas Krishna has manifested. Let us take darshan of this beautiful temple, which is right on the banks of Kshira Sagara, which is the Sesasayi temple. So right on the banks of Kshirssagar Sarovara is this very beautiful temple. This temple was in fact established by Maharaj Vajranabha himself. And the temple, this particular deity that we are seeing, this deity is 5,000 years old. It is actually a self-manifested deity. This deity was actually found in the Kshira Sagara Sarovara. This is Lord Vishnu lying down, and we can see the head of Lord Vishnu is on our left side. We see the black with the crown, and then right opposite we see another crown that is Lakshmi Devi or Srimati Radharani, and in between we see another crown that represents Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma has come out from the navel of Lord Vishnu. There's Lakshmi Devi, and along with Lord Brahma, in the background is all the devatas. So this deity is like a slab, and like protrusions of Lord Narayan, Lakshmi Devi, Lord Brahma, and the devatas in the background is seen. A very, very, very beautiful deity. Another close-up look where we can see more clearly Lord Brahma, who is right next to Lord Vishnu, Lakshmi Devi towards the lotus feet, and the different devatas on the side, and Lord Vishnu himself lying down in the Sesasayi pose. Jai Sesasayi Bhagwan ki Jai.
So generally, we camp here for the night, but today, since we are having the advantage of virtual parikrama, let us walk a few more kilometers, 22 kilometers to our next destination, which is Shergarh. From Sesasayi to Shergarh, it is just a long walk, no places to visit as such. The place Shergarh is actually named after Shekhar Gopa, one of the dear cowherd friends of Krishna. This is where Lord Krishna and Balaram would bring the cows to herd and drink the nice fresh water. This Shergarh is called as Khelanvan, where the Lord would play. Then there is a beautiful temple of Shri Shri Radha Khelan Bihari ki Jai.
So here, basically, the reason why we took another 22 kilometers of walk, that means today, virtually, we have walked 31 plus 22, which means we've walked 53 kilometers today. But the reason why we did this is because, we generally stay the night in Sesasayi, but the next day is just a walk, and we come here to Shergarh or to Khelanvan, which is a subsidiary one of the 12 forests. It's not considered to be one of the important 12 forests of Vrindavan, but we just stay the night here and we take darshan of Shri Shri Radha Khelan Bihari Ji. And we had a realization to share with everyone. First time when I was doing the parikrama with my parents, that time, when the day that we were coming from Kokilavan to Sesasayi, I actually had gotten very sick, very, very sick on the way. And it was a very bad stomach pain that I developed. And the walk from Kokilavan to Sesasayi, there's lots of fields that we have to cross, not through regular roads that we are going. So the medical doctors, they have their own car, they go through the main roads. So that time there was no doctors also around. So somehow I was thinking, how will I walk, Radharani? I was praying to Srimati Radharani, I was praying to Guru and Krishna, and then the magic of the dust of Vraja came to my mind, and I just picked up from the fields, I picked up the dust of Vrindavan, and I just started rubbing it on my stomach, and miraculously the pain was going away. It was, and within just 4 or 5 minutes, the pain was completely gone and I was able to walk. This is the exact place where this happened, and it was very, very difficult to, I was really, it's really the mercy of Srimati Radharani that she allowed us to somehow cross over this field where there was hardly any people, but the magic of the dust of Vraja. We saw practically how it can cure any kind of disease, not just our material disease, but even our physical diseases it can cure. Then we also realized the mercy of Srimati Radharani, because the day that we started our parikrama, my mother, who had done the parikrama, Ma would always tell us, she had done the parikrama in 2002, and she told us that, oh, those walk to Sesasayi, that is the longest walk. It's a very, and she was saying that, oh, we reached at 4 o'clock in the evening. It is a very long walk, very tiresome walk. It's very, very austere. But the day somehow, so we were all very fearful, how to walk to Sesasayi, because it is a very long walk. But then Srimati Radharani, her mercy, she is the epitome of compassion. She had covered the sun that day. So although it was a long walk, but as we can see, there is hardly any sun. It felt as if Srimati Radharani had blocked the sun with her pallu, with her achal, with she had covered the sun with her sari. It just felt like that. So she protected us in that sense. So this is the mercy of Srimati Radharani, that, even Pangur Langayate Girim, that we are totally incapable of doing such heavy parikrama walking, but just by the mercy of Srimati Radharani, we can cross beyond it. Hari Om.
Hare Krishna. So we'll discuss the glories of Kartik. A quote from Sri Padma Purana says, of all the gifts, the gift of a lamp during the month of Kartik is the best.
Hari Om.
No gift is its equal.
Hare Krishna.
In this month, we'll share a sweet pastime of the Lord, which we can meditate upon before we start chanting our Japa, and we'll see that our Japa will be elevated to a different level altogether. It is described when Lord Chaitanya, during his Vrajamandal Parikrama in 1516, in that year, when Lord Chaitanya visited Sri Sesasayi, it is described in Bhakti Ratnakar that on seeing this beauty of Sesasayi deity, Lord Chaitanya's ecstasy increased, and in that state of ecstatic love, he became overwhelmed. Those fortunate persons who saw the effulgence of the Lord also became maddened with ecstasy, and tears started flowing from their eyes. They concluded that this person, Lord Chaitanya, could not be an ordinary human being, but must be Sesasayi Bhagwan himself in the dress of a sannyasi. While speaking in this way, glorifying the Lord, they continually looked at the moon-like face of Lord Chaitanya. Even when Srila Prabhupada came to Vrindavan to meet his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, it is said that there was an announcement that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was giving a Srimad Bhagavatam class on the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, 1.1.1, first canto, first chapter, first verse. For 7 days, he just gave lecture on that first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. And at some point, there was an announcement that devotees can either go and take darshan of the Sesasayi temple or stay back and listen to the class given by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
And what did Srila Prabhupada choose? Srila Prabhupada chose to stay back and listen to his Guru Maharaj's class. And this pleased Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur so much, so that a couple of months later, during the initiation ceremony of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur commented that Abhay Charan Prabhu is a very simple and attentive listener, and he has great attachment to hearing about Krishna. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Shri Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
One time, when Krishna disappeared from the rasa dance, the gopis, they were looking everywhere for Krishna, just to tease the gopis and also to see the reaction. Krishna took on the four-handed form of Lord Vishnu and was just standing under a tree. And the gopis, while searching for Krishna, "Ha Krishna, hey Krishna, where are you?" They came upon Lord Vishnu standing under a tree. And the gopis, if we would have seen Lord Vishnu standing under a tree, what would we do? We would immediately pay obeisances. Oh my God, this is the perfection of life. This is like Dhruva Maharaj having darshan of Vishnu. But what did the gopis react? The gopis, they were in extreme anxiety. "Krishna, where are you?" And he saw Vishnu. They said, "Oh, Vishnu, are you Vishnu? Okay, have you seen our beloved Krishna? Go this way. If you have, please tell us. He has left us and we are looking for him." And Vishnu said, "No, dear gopis, I haven't seen your Krishna, but I am here. You must be knowing that yogis and rishis, they meditate for millions and millions of years to see this form of mine, which I'm revealing to you. Aren't you all pleased to see this four-handed form of mine?"
And the gopis said, "Oh, Vishnu, please forgive us. Our eyes can't see anyone other than our beautiful two-handed form of Sri Govinda. We are so sorry, but if he comes your way and if you see him, then please tell him to stop punishing us and request him to please again manifest himself to us. Please, can you do that for us?"
So Srila Prabhupada explains that this is the wonderful epitome of love of the gopis, that they don't even care, even for Lord Vishnu. They are so much attached to Krishna.
Jai, jai, jai.
Jai Shri Radhe Shyam.
Hari Bol. So thus seeing the dedication of the gopis, Krishna again just manifested in front of them, and the gopis, it felt as if life had come back to them. These are the beautiful esoteric topics that are revealed here in Sri Vrajadham. And then again and again, Lord Chaitanya's teachings of how the gopis' love, Srimati Radharani's love for Krishna is the supreme, and how we must take shelter of the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani and the gopis and aspire to just be the servant of the servant of the servant of the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani and the gopis. Gopi bharto pada kamalayor das 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 anudas. So today we dedicate a bhajan that we are singing. We dedicate it to our dearest Rasika and her family, our dearest Nutan Purohit Mataji and her family, our dearest Anjudi and her family, our dearest Hemangi Mataji and her family, our dearest brother and his family, our dearest Bhakti Mataji and Krishna Sharanam Prabhu, our dearest Hari Prasad Prabhu and his family, the family of our dearest Amrita Radhika, our dearest Keshavi and her family, and the devotees of Secunderabad and Hyderabad congregation, and for little Mehek.
May the Supreme Lord Nrsingadev grant protection and fearlessness to everyone. We request everyone to please offer lamps to Shri Shri Radha Damodar while we sing the bhajan. And it would be wonderful if you can please turn on your cameras so everyone can take your darshan.
Jai. So this is a song that we are going to be singing today, which is written by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, because we heard how Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he did ecstatic kirtan here at Sesasayi. So in honor of that, we are going to sing this beautiful bhajan of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, glorifying Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Jai Gaura Madhur Share, Gai Gaura Madhur Share, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gai Gaura Madhur Share, Gai Gauranga Madhur Share, Grihe Thako Bone Thako, Sada Hari Bole Dako, Grihe Thako Bone Thako, Sada Hari Bole Dako, Sukhe Dukhe Bhulo Dako, Badane Hari Naam Karo Re, Sukhe Dukhe Bhulo Dako, Badane Hari Naam Karo Re, Gai Gaura Madhur Share, Gai Gauranga Madhur Share, Maya Jale Badha Hoye, Acho Niche Kajaloye, Maya Jale Badha Hoye, Acho Niche Kajaloye, Ekhono Chetana Pe, Radha Madhav Naam Bolo Re, Ekhono Chetana Pe, Radha Madhav Naam Bolo Re, Gai Gaura Madhur Share, Gai Gauranga Madhur Share, Jivano Hoila Shesh, Na Bhajile Rishikesh, Jivano Hoila Shesh, Na Bhajile Rishikesh, Bhakti Vinodapade, Akbar Nam Rashi Matore, Bhakti Vinodapade, মধুর স্বরে গায় গৌরাঙ্গ মধুর স্বরে হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে গায় গৌরা মধুর স্বরে গায় গৌরাঙ্গ মধুর স্বরে হরে কৃষ্ণ
Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki
জয়
Shri Radha Damodar ki
জয়
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Srila Gurudev ki
জয়
So let's discuss the quiz questions. The first question is, how did Badi Baithan and Choti Baithan get their names?
Second, how did Krishna describe Balaram killing Dhenukasura?
Third, what form did Srimati Radharani, Shri Krishna and Shri Balaram take in Kshira Sagara?
What is the village of Shergarh also known as?
Fifth, what did the people who saw Lord Chaitanya in ecstasy in Sesasayi conclude?
And the last question is, how did the gopis react when they saw Lord Vishnu? Fantastic quiz questions, dearest Ananga Mohini Gopika. Thank you so much.
So let us open the lines for questions, comments, reflections, and your realizations.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. So wonderful narration again, and that just by hearing you had to walk 31 kilometers in a day, just really surprising how you did that. And especially, and even though you got sick and you got cured, but just the dust of the Vraja, and that is so amazing. That is really shows Radharani's mercy, I guess, as you said. That is
Yes,
really-
very true, Prabhu. And in fact, even when Prabhu did Rajmandal last time, when all four of us were doing, Prabhu somehow, as soon as the day that we reached Barshana, Prabhu got very sick. He ran almost 104 degrees of fever. And he was shivering. It was very hot the day that we arrived in Barshana, but he still, in the afternoon, we put over 2 blankets as soon as we reached the camp. And even with 2 blankets in the afternoon, he was shivering with heavy temperature, high temperature. So, by Radharani's mercy, the doctors were there. The doctors came, and right there in the tent, in the camp itself, they set up the IV drips for Prabhu, and they gave him 6 injections in one time. And they said, from tomorrow, Prabhuji, you won't be able to walk. So please, go with don't do the parikrama, don't walk and go in the car, come in the doctor's car. They have this facility for devotees who fall sick. So the doctor suggested that, please, Prabhuji, don't do the walking from tomorrow, because we have to give you, for the next 3 days, we have to give you, they kept the drip line open, and they said that this has to be there for 4 days, and we'll give you six injections every day. So, you'll be okay, but don't walk from tomorrow. somehow, magically, by Srimati Radharani's mercy, that day in the evening itself, Prabhu was up on his feet. We went walking all the way. He climbed the 300 steps to Ladli Lalji temple. We took darshan of Sri Ladli Lalji that day in the evening itself. And from next day again, Prabhu was walking. So not even one day Prabhu had to go in the car or either of us. This is all just Srimati Radharani's mercy, that if we have the desire, she will definitely fulfill. This is something so amazing.
It's really, really a miracle.
Yes.
Yeah, somehow it's Radharani's mercy. Pangum langayate girim.
Such a faith and such devotion, it is really commendable. And Krishna saying, Balram, ye to gadhe ko maar diya. That's gadhe ko maar diya, bada kaam kiya. When you say it in English, he killed the gadha, he killed the ass, doesn't sound as good as that is really, really, really.
And the way Loknath Maharaj one time was speaking, he was dragging this point again and again. He said, "Arey Maiya, ye to bas gadhe ko maar ke aaya hai. Dekho, tumhara dao gadhe ko maar ke aaya. Gadhe ko mara hai." It was really amazing.
Even when gopis saw Vishnu farm, they didn't care anything about Vishnu. They were just looking for two-handed Krishna. Just like Arjuna, even though he saw the universal form and the four-handed form, he still wanted to see him in his two-handed
original form.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yes,
Thank
very
you for
true.
sharing that.
Very true.
That is so beautiful, Krishna. So it is a nice narration. Good bhajan, Mataji. And you were singing very nice.
Always good, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji and Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Amrita Radhika. Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisance as all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharajas, and please accept my humble blessings at your lotus feet. Thank you so much for this wonderful message you gave us this evening, as well as sharing so much of your beautiful nectarian pastimes of yourself, your personal lives. We're so privileged to receive this, and it just helps us to understand the glories and the blessings of Sri Krishna and Radha. I'm so grateful that I'm able to engage in this nectarian sessions. I'm so happy my nephew Destin, which is AJ's brother, has set in on the class today, so I'm very, very so blessed that he was able to.
Welcome,
Yes.
Destin.
Welcome, Destin. It's a pleasure to have you here tonight. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you.
He's a sweetheart.
Thank you, Destin. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you both look so beautiful, just radiant this evening.
Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder.
Okay. I think all of us are beautiful, and you're beautiful nectarian faces. You sing such beautiful pastimes and bhajans, and Krishna Katha just flows so nice. So thank you both very, very much.
Thank you. You are precious.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. Love you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Any other questions, comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you so much, Mataji, for taking us parikrama from Kokilavan to Shergarh. And thank you so much for sharing both of your realization, which recently faced Prabhuji. miracle, as you said. So without Radharani mercy, we can't do that one. Even that the dust of a Vrajadam also transcendental, you said, right? The realization. So we understood. So when we do the parikrama, so we should think that everyone is Damvasi and everyone is devotee. So we should not imitate or something, anything we should not do. That I understood from you both. So even the animal also, right, Prabhuji? So we should not harm them also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So they are also Vrajavasi, and that and as Prabhu said, Krishna Saranam Prabhu said, so the point you made out, it's very well. We feel funny. So Krishna was imitating Balaram, and the pic also very beautiful. You made that PPT presentation, right, where Krishna was embracing Balramji, Dauji. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. So two pic you posted. I seen that one, first one, and the second one also. Beautiful pic, that one I liked it very much. And then that Shergarh, I mean, when you say about Lord Vishnu was lying in another chaise and Mahalakshmi was doing that one, if I'm not wrong, I could remember Advaita Acharya was in that lake, I mean, in the spot, and then Mahaprabhu was lying down on him, right? He did that right, same pastime, right, Mataji? In Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Jagannath Puri. In
Yes,
Jagannath
Puri.
Puri, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
He did the
In
same
Narendra
pastime.
Sarovar. In Narendra Sarovar, they did that. Yes.
Okay. So I could remember that one. So when you relate this one, so I was thinking that one, but you finished with Mahaprabhu, with that Sesasayi temple. So the tears coming out of Mahaprabhu, how everyone think about him. So he himself Shakshat, Sesasayi Bhagwan. So seriously, his face is so attractive. Anyone, I mean, abominable person also, if sees Mahaprabhu, they will become devotee soon. That I realized. So very wonderful pick of that one. And then bhajan also very wonderful, and the pastimes of sharing of glories of, I mean, during japa meditation we should think, right? So that also very wonderful. So thank you so much, Mataji, Prabhuji. So another wonderful nectarian session. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Thank you,
Pranam.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Anjudi, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा जय जय श्री राधे
Jai Shri
दंडवत
Ram.
प्रणाम
Jai.
हाँ आज तो हम थक गए चल चल के चल
Actually, when this reminds me, when the realization session happens on the last day of Rajmandal Parikrama, while we are walking, we can hear some devotees saying, "This is my last Rajmandal.
Abhi
I've
aur
done
nahi."
once. I'm not going to do this again. I'll just come visit places. This is too much." And then next year, again, they are there. And so because when we go back, we don't remember that we were tired while walking. That just, those memories are not there.
Yeah.
The only memories are those sweet memories of having darshan of the deities and interactions with devotees and experiencing Krishna's own dham and land. Those are the ones which remain. And next year again, we are enthusiastic to go again. But then again, they say, this is the last time. I'm not doing again 30 days walking every day. But that's the sweetness of Vrajadham. And really, we can experience only when we walked and interact with the Vrajvasis and walk through the Vrajadham. That's when we actually come to experience what is Vrajadham. Otherwise, gaadi se kabhi kisi, some places idhar udhar chale, if we go by car, it doesn't give the same taste.
Mood. Yeah. Vrajamandal, our experience is that it does open a new chapter in a devotee's life. Vrajamandal really is a new chapter in devotee's life.
it's so true, you know, and your realization was also so beautiful, like it was braj ki raj ko laga ke and Radha Rani takes. She's so merciful, na. Barsane wali hai. Very merciful.
Yes.
We have also experienced so many times these magics of Radha Rani, which is like you can just experience it, you can't describe in words. You know,
Exactly.
इतनी जल्दी अपनी मतलब कुछ मन में आता है, बोलने की जरूरत भी नहीं है, वो पूरी हो जाती है. This is like, oh my God, like, you know, you just feel कि she's so merciful. It's like sometimes you just feel like those so many times the people, like you said na, the beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. And like I'm from Mathura Vrindavan, so कितने लोग आते हैं बोलते हैं अरे ठीक है मथुरा वृंदावन कृष्णा, पर बहुत गंदगी है, बहुत ये है, सफाई नहीं है. तो then I used to say कि अच्छा देखते हैं ऐसे करके. Like, you know, so many times maybe we have grown it, we just don't see all that and all. Yeah, they are right also in some way कि obvious they must have not maintaining the places, and they're much coming from much cleaner and bigger cities. But जो ब्रिजवासी रहते हैं ना, वो उनको वो सब दिखता ही नहीं है. Like, you know, they just they they are more engrossed in Krishna prem, and I I think so. Like their focus is somewhere else only than anything. So it's so different from everybody's perspective. You just don't think. But it was so beautiful. The bhajan was so beautiful. It was so nice. Like, you know, and everything is so beautiful. Like we don't have even describe. It's beyond words. And like Prabhuji said, like right now that, you know, we are just so fortunate. We are really very fortunate to have your divine association, and you are really taking us and working so hard every day with such beautiful slides. Krishna jo khel rahe the, that slide was so good. You know, Krishna and Balram was playing together. That was so beautiful. They're teasing pastime from each other. Yeah, Kalen one. It was very nice. And I also wish, like, though my family has done, but they have not done walking parikrama. They have done the parikrama. Even my mother had done it. But they have all done in the car. It is like 10 days or 7 days ka kuch hota hai. Exactly, I don't know. But they have all done in the cars. They have never done the walking one. So 84 को उसकी वॉकिंग ही की है. वृंदावन की उन लोगों ने वॉकिंग की है, मथुरा की है वॉकिंग, बट नॉट 84 को. One day maybe Radha Rani हमको कृपा करे, and we just desire that.
Let's keep
she
the
also
desire
fulfill.
that one day the Bhakti Mellows family, we will do Brajamandal Parikrama together.
Hari Bol.
It is said we first do the Navadvip Mandal Parikrama.
Yes, 7 days.
Take blessings from Lord Chaitanya. That is just a 7-day parikrama. Then we can do Vrajamandal by their blessings as well. So that's and there is a 3-day Jagannath Puri parikrama also.
Yeah.
So,
but one day of main walking of 22 kilometers only of walking of the Shankha Kshetra. So if we do Navadvip Mandal, then Jagannath Puri, and then we do Vrajamandal, that is
we get all
the best. That way we also stay in the proper mood.
बस आप आगे आगे, हम सब पीछे पीछे. अब आपकी उंगली पकड़ ली है, पल्लू पकड़ लिया है, अब छोड़ेंगे नहीं. तो राधा कृष्णा जी सबसे आगे, फिर आप, फिर हम सब लोग, and all the obviously
we are all together. We are all together.
together.
We are all together.
जय हो.
Jai Jai.
भैया भाभी की जय हो.
And the point that you made about Vrindavan, it looks little not so clean and things like that. Actually, it is Srila Prabhupada explained that Krishna has covered his holy dham with all of these, not so clean things. But actually, the Vrindavan dham, Vraj dham, has wish-fulfilling trees. It actually is effulgent. It emanates so much light, and it has gems and corals and things like that. And those who are pure devotees, they can have the darshan of this Chintamani dham. And but Krishna has covered it with this just to only allow sincere devotees to be revealed for this dham to be revealed.
Hari
Though
Bol.
if we go with the revealers of the dham, if we go with gurus,
Hmm.
then through their mercy, they remove that cover and show us, reveal to us what the dham is actually.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's covered just so that atheistic people and they don't come and disturb. They just go from outside only, oh, this is not good. Let's just go to some other place. But those who are sincere devotees, to them, Krishna reveals those.
Hari Bol.
And when we
Hari
have that
Bol.
vision, Krishna will reveal the real glory of the Vrajadham.
Jai.
जय हो. एकदम आप सही बोल रहे हैं. एकदम like same thing my father used to say कि तुम बस ऊपर देखो ना, नीचे क्यों देखते हो. Like, he also used to say like that, like it is like the beauty. बोले तो रज है, हमारी ब्रज की रज है, बस माथे पे लगाओ और चलो. So it is like and the pastimes, Krishna himself has done all the pastimes. And Vrindavan ki to like mahima, like they says you can't even say in words, jo Vrindavan ki mahima hai. It is such this like we are very very fortunate that wo meri janam bhumi hai. So like it's so thing.
Yes.
It's Radha Rani ki jai ho, Vrindavan
Jai
ki
Jai
jai.
Jai Shri
Jai
Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Shri Radhe.
Jai Jai Shri
Jai
Radhe.
Shri Radhe.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you so much, Dee. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Any other questions or comments? If not, we will continue tomorrow on day 23 of our 30-day Vrajamandal Parikrama, the last week.
Yes. Oh, we will miss.
Yes, but it is an eternal Parikrama. We can again revisit any number of times in our minds.
Hari Bol.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Jai.
Pahadi ki jai.
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 Srila Gurudev ki
Jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji, Mataji, Dandrat Pranam.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Veena Mataji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Pataji,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna,
Hare
Keshavi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Dandavat
Lavanya. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji Prabhuji.
Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu.
Hare